Back outside, Lonnie is in the wind, or at least what's left of it. It's been a rough day, Lonnie. What do we have going forward?
Yeah. Okay, you talk about what's left of the wind. Don and I, my cameraman, just a moment ago, we had a pretty good blast that came through. So it's a little bit more intermittent than what we had earlier today, but there's still the potential for a pretty good gust that will come along. Taking a look at what the current conditions are. 40 degrees on your thermometer. That's your mercury reading, but it feels like you're in the 30s when you factor in the winds. Your peak gust today, the strongest one I found anywhere, was out on Long Island. Stony Brook had a 64-mile-per-hour gust. Central Park had a 43-mile-per-hour gust. Now, those winds are not going to be as strong tomorrow morning, but enough to give you a wind chill so that when you're starting out in the morning, early morning, it's going to be feeling like, somewhere around the freezing mark, if not colder than the freezing mark, north and west of the city. As for the high temperature tomorrow on Election Day, 49 degrees. And those breezes are maybe 20 to 35 miles per hour, whereas today they were 35 to 50, right? So a little bit less. Today was windy, tomorrow is breezy. In terms of the weather preventing you from getting out to vote, nothing. I don't see any problem out there. Maybe a little morning snow flurry north and west, maybe a little raindrop could make its way farther south, but that's just in the morning hours. Otherwise, it's a sun and cloud mix. As for the radar picture, the wider shot is going to show you where this wind has been coming from. We had a low pressure that gave us one lousy day on Sunday. That's moving out. The high pressure is off to our west or the southwest, but they're close enough together that the pressure gradient creates that wind. And it's not quite as bad now because currently the low pressure has pushed about 200 miles offshore. Now, 200 miles is not a big thing in Mother Nature's world, but it's enough to lighten up that pressure gradient a little bit so the winds are not as strong. In terms of your big picture, tomorrow's your transition day. It's okay. It's still cold out there, still kind of breezy. Then Wednesday's a good day, and then high pressure takes over for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We have a triple barrel high pressure that will be in control. Now, I quickly want to take you down to the tropics, show you the latest on Eta. We have a huge storm, 150 mile per hour winds. I hate to say something like this. This is going to devastate portions of Nicaragua tomorrow. It's going to be a bear. Mountainous territory, mudslides, wind, storm surge of 10 to maybe 13 feet, 3 feet of rain. It'll meander around Central America, and then it will exit somewhere around Belize, say Friday as we push towards the weekend, and then we don't know where it's going from that point in time. Is it going to be just a remnant low and fall apart? Does it regenerate? I will keep an eye on it for you. I promise you that much. Looking across the board, here are my numbers for you. So we talk about tomorrow, 49, maybe an isolated shower in the morning for a few folks out there, maybe a snow flurry north, and then you're 58 on Wednesday. That's your transition day, and it just gets better from there with temperatures in really the lower, eventually getting up into the upper 60s, maybe even some 70-degree readings out there, but it's a nice run of 5 straight days of some really nice looking weather, maybe even 6 days in a row. Guys, that is it for me right now. Again, no problems that you should not get out and vote tomorrow. We are here on West 57th Street outside the studio. Let me toss it inside to you.
Okay, good to know. Thank you, Lonnie.